far as they could do. They'd do 6 to 12 holes in a shift and then set them off. After a while, someone realised that that was too hard to work. A fellow called Robert Rofey invented this machine in 1863. It's called a stroker. It's operated by compressed air. Within reason, as fast as you operate that, drives that piston into the wall, and that steel makes a hole in the wall to load the explosives in. The big problem is you still need to go out there to give it a turn now and again, but the biggest problem is that grey dust you see up the front. That's powdered quartz. The basis of quartz is silica, a natural form of glass. So all of the dust floating around in the air in those days was millions of particles of glass, and the miners were breathing it in. It impacted on their lungs and gave them a condition called miner's lung or miner's ptosis, proper name silicosis. Doesn't matter what you call it, after about 15 years, if you've got a decent lung for it, you coughed yourself to death like that. So they nicknamed these machines widowmakers because it left a lot of wives without husbands or partners. The Yanks didn't like that idea much, so they introduced water into the drills. This is a 1912 Holman drifter. Holman was a Cornish firm and they were quite famous for making these. It has air coming up through it. It also has water coming up through there, through the drill, through the steel, and out the hole at the end. And if you wind that back a bit, the hole's on the right side, which it is, there's the water coming out. That water did three things. Cleaned the hole out, because they're drilling a lot deeper, 2 to 2.5 metres, so it was easy to load your explosives in. It kept the drill steel cool, so you didn't have to take armfuls of them up to the blacksmith to clean up all the time. But the main thing is, it settled the dust. And that basically finished silicosis. Now I'm going to fire this thing up. It is very, very noisy. You will need to put your fingers in your